Welcome back to the channel. We got a good one today. It's juicy. It's a lot of drama, and you know we like some drama over here sometimes. Everyone knows DrDisrespect fell from grace quite publicly in 2017, and then it was discovered why. Sort of, not really. Partially, it's kind of hard to explain. We're gonna give it our best shots. It was discovered why late last year. So he got banned for allegedly. I don't even think I should say allegedly anymore because he literally admitted it. We're going over that. Inappropriately texting a minor on the Twitch whisper thing. That's allegedly what got him banned. That's what he says got him banned, and by he I mean DrDisrespect himself. And this was obviously talked about a lot. It still is. People are dropped him like a rock, right? For obvious reasons, right? That's probably like committing professional, unalivement if you keep streaming with that dude. You know what I mean? So 6 months ago, September 11, this was posted. This is a snippet from a podcast where NickMercs, a former compatriot, friend, acquaintance of DrDisrespect, is talking about the situation. I'm gonna show this because this is relevant to what is going on right now, okay? Because this is making the doc spiral out of control, and it's kind of funny.
DrDisrespect.
It's a tough one.
And you obviously know him personally. Good dude.
I know him personally. I do. I mean, we met in person twice, briefly, and we've played a lot of games together throughout the years. People think that we're like best friends. That's not true. And then people also say, oh, they only gamed a couple times. I mean, that's not true either. We're somewhere in the center. The internet's canceling this guy. Everybody's like, oh, Nick, how about this guy? This is your boy, huh? I go on, I say, listen, man, I understand what people are saying. Let's wait till we get some facts, and then we'll make a decision. So I waited.
And two, you're not.
And I got a bunch of shit for waiting.
So all of this is completely accurate, all right? This guy got a ton of shit for initially saying, like, bro, what do we know? We don't really know anything at all. There's allegations, yes, but there's been no admissions. There's been no actual evidence. So wait and see what's going on. And he got a lot of stuff. He got a lot of nonsense for that. Like, he really did. I remember him getting a lot of shit for it.
Everyone's like, fuck you, man. Speak out on your boy. What the fuck, man? I mean, I got railed on social, but I was the only one that didn't. So I waited because of this tweet, which is now deleted, by the way. And it was the worst tweet that I have ever seen from somebody in trouble. Not only was the original.
I'll pause this here, and we're gonna actually put the actual tweet up because sorry for the whites. Oh my god, it flashed myself. So boom, here's the tweet, the actual tweet that he made. And I might add, edited in and out the word minor a couple of times. Like, it is a really dumb tweet. The most relevant part of this is obviously what's already highlighted. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Blah, blah, blah. Sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate. So, what we get from this is that, or what I get from this is that this is an admission. Like, this is, he thought that the actual messages, and I'm speculating here, obviously, but it seems quite, the dots match, the dots connect. He thought, okay, these messages are coming out. I have to get ahead of this. Like, because it's always better to get ahead of something. Especially something like this. So he drafts this when all things considered, still a terrible tweet, obviously. Because he was clearly in a very desperate situation at that moment in time. Because you would never obviously, you would never admit to this if you didn't think anything was coming out, okay? So he drafts this, then a while later realizes, oh, they don't have the messages, then deletes this and calls it bait. We're going over that too. Let's continue.
No, the worst. This motherfucker edits that same tweet like 6 times. And he admits in this tweet to talking to somebody inappropriately who was underage. Go on Twitter. I say, look, facts came out. This sucks fucking ass. We didn't know about this, obviously, and we're gonna cut ties. And we don't condone or agree with anything like this. They're not happy with that either.
Why are they not happy with it?
Because so you can go hard.
The rest doesn't matter. So this triggered the doc into making a giant rant of like 4 minutes long. Obviously we're going over it, right? It's funny as hell, in my opinion. Probably not so funny for the man himself, but you know, you brought this on yourself, bro. I have like no compassion for that.
I think NickMercs is the biggest fucking pussy in the world. Luke.
Keep in mind, this happened like 2 or 3 days ago, right? I was waiting because I knew NickMercs was gonna respond to this. I was waiting to mention this. And now NickMercs responded, so here we are. So the podcast that seemingly triggered this, because he brings the podcast up in this rant, is 6 months old, and this is 2 or 3 days ago.
Bo, obviously, he's a fake. Let's go ahead and say it. Didn't talk about it before, but I'm in the mood now to talk about it. I think these fucking people are the phoniest people in the industry, man.
Bro, this guy is saying that while literally in a character. When you're online, you're always a character. 99.9% of the time, people see you, you're a character. Like, this... I'm starting to believe this guy thinks he's actually Dr. Disrespect, dude. Like, it's kind of crazy. Bro, out of all of the people you just named, you're the biggest phony, because you're literally fake. Like, you don't exist. Guy Beam exists, right? The dude behind the character that inappropriately messaged people, cheated on his wife, I think 2 times, is it? Like, bro, like, giant glass house. People shouldn't throw stones when you live in giant glass houses.
You know what I mean, champs? I won't talk about it anymore, but I just had to say that. I did, and I know you guys know, but God, I had to say it. Biggest fucking phonies. I can call out all these people. I don't want to, though, man. You know what I mean, champs? These people have met, like, those 2 people met Mrs. Assassin. And
you can tell this guy's, like, really mad about this. And I know because I sometimes when I'm, like, furious, I react in the same way. Like, I'm, like, acting like it doesn't touch me, smiling, oh, yeah, oh, I fucked up. You know what I mean? But inside, I'm cooking, bro. Like, so I recognize this. This is... I have these moments. And I don't mean like, oh my god, I messaged someone inappropriately. No. I mean like, I have the fake... I don't care. I really don't care, guys. Meanwhile, on the inside... fuck! Right? We've all known this. I'm pretty sure this is a universal thing.
And baby assassin, little assassin, right? They met him multiple times. So for Nick to go on some fucking low-budget podcast...
How long has he been holding that in, dude? Like, 6 months ago, alright? The clip I just showed you from the podcasting is 6 months old.
And talk about us the way he did? Like, who does that? Like, pause the music. Who does that? Fucking phony pussy. And then Lupo screaming at the top of his lungs. He's got 400 viewers now. No one gives a... Like, he's always copied us. Transitions, intros, all that stuff. He's always has. Like, I'm just gonna go and release some stuff off my mind. Disrespecting me. Disrespecting Mrs. Assassin. Little Assassin. Come on, man.
Bro. You cut ties with me because I admitted to inappropriately messaging a minor. You're disrespecting me. Is this guy serious? Like, this guy's losing he's spiraling out of control. This guy's losing his mind, dude. Like, you can't say this with a straight face. You know what I mean? Like, oh, whoa. This guy is starting to live his character, you know? It's actually nuts to see, dude. I think he might actually have some mental issues over all of this. And it's fully understandable. Don't get me wrong, right? If I was in his position, which... I'm not, because I don't tend not to talk to, you know, people underage. I don't know any people underage, as far as I know, except, you know, family, right? My sister's kids or whatever. Actually, they're not underage anymore. I'm so old. Holy shit. They're not even underage anymore. Okay, yeah, I literally don't know any underage people. My god, I'm old. Oh, that's a realization of this whole video, guys. I feel old. We're just gonna continue. I lost my point the moment I realized how old I was.
That's how you get knocked the fuck out. This guy thinks he's is NickMercs, dude? I don't even know what happened.
Bro, this guy talks like he's fucking 16. Ah, knock the fuck out. Dude, you're 40 plus. I'm 39. We old as fuck, dude. We ain't knocking anybody out, alright?
To him. I don't know if he's still around. He thought
We sit on our ass all day and make videos.
he thinks he's like tough guy putting his oh, who can I knock out in a fight list together. Like who does, first off, who does that shit, man? Second off, this guy when he
I agree, but I totally agree, but you did the same. You just did it. I agree with what he's saying here. 100%, because I literally just said it too. But, bruh, why are you responding to that, right? It's childish. From both of them. In just this point, obviously.
don't even fucking come close. No way. Anyways.
Oh, there's a joke in there somewhere. I'm gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it alone.
Like the type of mentality to go on and talk about someone like that. Like you just gotta be, you're lost.
Again, 6 months. This was 6 months ago. How long has he been holding that in? This guy's ego is it's like pirate software levels, seemingly.
You don't do that. Time out. No. Especially when you don't know shit. No one does. Fucking rat. What he is. Lupo. Fake phony rat. There's a lot of people that that I don't care about. I don't care about. The issue that I have with those two is that they met Mrs. Assassin multiple times. They met Baby Assassin.
That doesn't matter.
Firsthand, right? They know what I'm about, you know? You know what I mean, champs? They got sucked in by an over-exaggerated fucking narrative that was blown up by all these little anime, desperate for attention, zero life experience people.
Okay, let's take this to the extreme, all right? I'm not saying this is what DrDisrespect did, okay? I'm making this clear. Hypothetical situation and in the extreme. If I knew Jimmy Savile's wife, not that he had one, again, extreme situation, and that's, if you don't know who he is, Google him. I don't want to, like, we're not going into that, it's horrific stuff. If I knew that guy's wife, and all of that stuff came out before he died, and I broke ties with him, how would I be the bad guy there? You know what I mean? Like, and again, this is like a massively extreme situation, and the offenses are not relatable, but I'm just making it, I'm continuing your train of thought, right? On the one hand, let's make it a smaller situation. If you know somebody, and you know their family, and then you realize, oh, they stole something from someone, and you're like super against stealing, and you break ties with them, how are you disrespecting the guy's family? The guy's a criminal. The guy literally stole something. You know what I mean? Like, I can understand why you would break ties with someone like that. And that's on the low end, right? Like, oh, he stole something. Okay, big deal, right? Personally, if somebody steals something, I wouldn't, like, break ties with them unless they steal from me. You steal from your friends, it's over, alright? You'll steal from somebody else. Maybe if you stop it and we can talk about it and you can, like, get on the lawful path, the lawful neutral path at least, then we can, like, still be friends. But when you're admitting to messaging minors inappropriately, ooh, that's a line that even I will not cross. Like, I can forgive a lot of things. That's not one of them, dude. And just think of this as well from a business point of view, because these people are all, like it or not, these people are all businessmen. NickMercs has a business to think about. DrDisrespect has a business to think about. So, from a business perspective, you are shooting yourself in the head. Metaphorically, if you continue to like, associate with someone that's been admitted by himself of messaging a minor inappropriately. You can't do that. It's just, of course everyone's gonna run away from you, dude. You're like, literally, you're irradiated. You're toxic. You'll I don't understand why he gets so mad about it, because it's like, it's obvious that was gonna happen. Like, that's the most normal thing in the world.
On the internet, these trolls, and it was blown out and exaggerated, and then you got people going, but you admitted it. What the fuck do we admit? Some jokes and bannering? That's what we said.
No, we just went over it. You literally said you leaned into inappropriate discussion, and in the context where it was alleged that you did much worse, everyone knew what you meant. Or what you were alluding to. Everyone inferred what you were alluding to. What's wrong? Sorry, my cat is... Alright, jump up. I'm doing a video, weirdo. Back to it, sorry.
Said, wake up, we didn't mean nothing. Now you're convinced, and they're all convinced by the narrative that was put out by, guess who? Rolling Stones, Washington Post, right? Little fucking depressed, deep-eyed slasher. All
Here's another thing. I was never convinced by any of those narratives. I was convinced by your own admission. Dude, I don't understand how this guy's trying to gaslight us so hard. And it works on a lot of people. Like, he still has a pretty good audience, right? It's crazy. It works on a lot of people, bro. Like, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I believe you. How? How is his gaslighting working? In black and white. It's in black and white, in his own words. And then after it shows that they weren't come out, oh, he deleted it and called it bait.
these people, right? These people we can't relate to. And it's unfortunate. But the real truth, after that, it was revealed. Look at these fucking fake phonies, man. I mean, you're literally, Nick's going on a podcast talking about it.
I also want to apologize for all this fucking cutting and zooming. It's the worst video. Holy shit.
Person in the industry to speak up on it. And, for example,
I'm pretty sure they did it for so he can't DMCA, fake DMCA them or something.
Tim and Z Laner, they're good people. They're good people. They responded in a way where it's like, hey, from what we've heard, okay, again, give me a call, shoot me a DM, whatever. Let's talk about it. Explain it in a couple minutes. Boom, that's it. But they never did that. So for those that are asking, you should play with Z or Timmy, the only way is they'd have to apologize. Not publicly. I don't care about it. They just come up and say, hey, made a mistake. Boom, let's get back into it.
Bro, the ego on this guy. Oh yeah, I admitted to something. That would probably be bad for your business if you keep associating with me. But hey, if you come back and apologize to me, maybe I'll play with you again. What? Get the hell out of here, dude. Yo, your fake persona's going through your head, bro.
Then I'm good, right? That's how I deal with shit, right? Hey, as long as you learn from it, you apologize, boom, you move on. This whole exaggerated...
Do I even need to touch on that one? Come on. This guy is so fucking...
narrative that was built up, so pathetic. Bunch of fucking pussies, what it is. I don't, we've got Bobby rallied. We got Vis. Do we have to network to stay relevant or popular or do whatever? No, champs. All these fucking other people, they need each other. They need the streamer award shows. They need a network. They need Twitch. They need to do this. We need to do a...
he really fell off, dude. Holy hell. He's still doing good, right? Especially... if you look at me, I get 10 views. Okay, don't get me wrong. He's doing fantastic still, but he's not where he was, and it's really bugging him, and it shows. It's just oozes out of him.
Hot tub stream together. We need to fucking make sure we collab. It's holy shit, Dexerto. It's like a...
I almost feel sorry for him. Almost.
When I'm not in a Lamborghini on the way to the arena or doing Hot Shot 360.
But he admitted it, or he admitted to stuff, right? I don't want to say it because it was the original allegation was actual sexting and etc. Which that has never been proven. We haven't seen the messages, right? So that's another thing. He doesn't want to release the messages because he knows they're gonna look bad. They might not be illegal because apparently, over the age of consent, which he says in his little rant, which is, oh, that's lawyer talk and a half, bro. Over the age of consent, what does that mean? Because that means 16 in some places. And a 35 man talking to a 16-year-old inappropriately, ooh, that doesn't look good, right? It might be legal, but that doesn't look good. So I think that's why those messages haven't come out yet. And probably he will never release them, okay? Because if they weren't bad, he would have released them 6 months ago. You know what I mean? And everything would have been solved. But they're gonna be visually devastating. Not legally. Visually. But another thing as well, you don't need to be legally guilty of something for the public to deem you guilty of it. You know what I mean? If those messages look bad, you'll be guilty in the public eye, and that's all that matters. Nobody cares about the legality of something when it's just when it comes to certain topics. You know what I mean? Is it good? Is it bad? That's hard to say, right? That we're getting into philosophy then, and I don't want to do that. Because those are like really, really crazy subjects. But that's just how the world works, you know. Sorry, bro.
I got common sense people coming up to the 2 times. Hey, 2 times, what's up, man? Congratulations on the Rumble. Congratulations on the YouTube monetization, right? It ain't
PDF pedophile.
It really bugs him that he gets called that. It's so obvious. Like, I don't know. I don't understand why he turns into like a 6-year-old when he's like mad. It does. It does. He's always like this. Oh, he did one response. I didn't cue that up, so I'm just gonna like recount that. But he did one response about exactly what I just said about him just showing the messages, and then he reacted to somebody in his chat like saying like, "Why don't you just release the messages and this will be all over?" He's like, "Oh, send the messages, send the messages, send the messages. What are we, 12? Bro, are you serious?" Right? It's so clear those messages are really bad, dude. Like optically. I'm not saying legally, I mean optically. I want to stress that a million times. Because otherwise, he would have reacted a much different way. Those messages would be out months ago, okay? Accusing someone of asking you to show what would, in your words, completely exonerate you, and to act like in like the 6-year-old tantrum manner. Oh, bro. You could not look more guilty, okay? I'm sorry, but damn.
Anime picture, he, him, she, her. Look at this guy. He's still around. He's still relevant.
It ain't like that. Fuck that. They want to believe that, but it ain't that. That ain't the case.
Bro, this guy is tripping, dude.
Like, I'm
He's
rolling.
spiraling out
But
of
you know what's
control.
gonna
Like,
happen?
he's turning into a lol cow. Like, it really... That's how I view him now, right? Which is a shame, because I used to watch him, dude. Dude was funny as hell. But then the real personality came out. And it's gone downhill. It's like, it's not as bad as, like, say, a Bookie, but it's getting there. It's getting there. So obviously, this kicked off a whole lot of nonsense, a whole lot of drama, and there's a response. The response is like 8 minutes long. We're gonna go through it, but I'm gonna skip stuff because I've seen it before. Because it's 8 minutes long. There's a bunch of irrelevant stuff that we're gonna skip, but I'll try and get you the most relevant parts in. So there's a response to that, but let's just jump into it.
My first thought that hit my head was this motherfucker didn't take his pills. Like instantly. I was like, yo, is this guy off the fucking the wagon? Did he?
That's a pretty brutal response. The first thing you say, bro, this guy's off his pills. Damn. You know this is gonna go back and forth, right? We ain't done with these videos, I don't think. I think there's gonna be a response to this, because it's... There's no way! There's no way Doc is gonna let this go. Because, dude, he held something in for 6 months, you know? There's no way this isn't gonna continue.
Hey, Dad, you seen this? Look at this guy. I don't think he took his fucking meds. That was my first thought. Swear to God. I swear to the Almighty. Then I see, what do they call him? The Slick Daddy Club on X. Slick Daddy Club, huh? And I see him on X, man, and they're just on, like they're just on the Johnson. I mean, they are doing tricks. They're jumping. They're dancing.
The man makes a good point indirectly. Like, it's kind of crazy how it has to be like a cult of personality, right? Because if you look at this shit objectively, clearly he did something he doesn't want you guys to see, or those messages would be out 100%. It's just weird. Yeah, I don't understand how you can still be like, I don't mind giving him the benefit of the doubt, but like, it seems like there's like a lot of people that are like, it's almost political in its vitriol. You know what I mean? The internet is wild, bro. I know I'm doing technically the same thing. I'm just making content, but I'm not trying to be like a cult icon. You know what I mean? But how you could like glaze for someone so hard, sweep for someone so hard. The dude admitted, bro. It's what he admitted to messaging a minor, leaning on the inappropriate, and in the context of when the previous allegation was he was sexting with her. That is a really bad admission to make, bro.
Dancing, they're clapping, they're just like, Nicky, Nicky, you know. So I'm seeing a little bit of that. Then I have my next thought, you know. And I'm like, I mean, I haven't spoken about this in months. Maybe like a half a year. Gary, when was the last time that we... Chad, when was the last time that we spoke about this?
Can I say something completely unrelated? Oh. What is it with Americans and your incessant need to continuously chewing gum? Like, I can hear it through the microphone every time it goes like... It's like, oh god, no, please stop. And then you're talking, I can see the damn chewing tooth in your mouth. What? That's such an American thing. Like, we don't really do that over here. We got chewing gum, but I don't know. I've never... Americans do that like all the time. I know it's a completely random rant, but is that like... That has to be like a cultural thing, right? Like, it's crazy. I can't unnotice it now.
Remember. This is history. August, maybe. Fucking September. It's about to be March. It's been like 6 months, 7 months. You know, that was my next thought. I was like, holy fuck, man. Now people are seeing the podcast clip, and I think that what a lot of people are getting is that this just came out.
Yeah, 6 months old.
But this motherfucking
At
podcast
least
came out 6 months ago. And it was after this guy
The
left.
tweet was September 11.
This guy put out a tweet saying he did what they're saying he did in his own words, and then he left.
To be fair, he didn't fully admit to saying what they're saying he did. He admitted to like a lesser version of it, a non-illegal version of it, right? Because they were claiming it was, first of all, it was not legal, and that it was actual sexting, and none of that is. I don't want to say true because we don't know, right? None of that is substantiated. But what he did admit to is what I showed, which is in the context of what they were talking about, really bad. Okay, so I want to make it clear he didn't admit to what they're saying. He admitted to a lesser, his own version of it, essentially.
Bye bye. I'm going to the mountains or some shit. This guy said.
Yeah, and then he left for a month.
Gave everybody my thoughts. People seem to forget. You know, when the whole internet was after this guy, when we hadn't heard from him, I was the only one that was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's wait to just hear everything. Let's see what's going on, right? Like, we can't just have somebody say that this person did this, and then we don't even hear anything. We don't even see anything. So I got fucking hung up on the cross. I did. They crucified me. Now, granted, at that point in my career, I was damned if I do, I was damned if I don't, you know. But I got spit on for telling everybody I was the only one. Pokimane doing her shit, Hasanabi, fucking everybody. Oh, you know, I'm the only motherfucker that was like, wait, hold on. The only one. This guy comes out with a tweet that he edits like 19 times.
To be fair, it was only like 4 or 5, which is still really bad.
Inappropriate text to a minor. I mean, what? I just can't like there's a lot of people out there that must truly lack the perspective. You know, look, I never really I'm not going door to door calling this guy this or calling this guy that. I didn't say any words, any buzzwords. I did call him a tard. I think he is a retard, though. I respectfully, of course. I think he fucking is. Look,
Can't
all
disagree.
I was ever indicating when cutting this shit was it clearly.
It does seem that way.
I don't want to be associated with a guy that can do these types of things consistently. That's it, man. I'm out. Highlight here? Motherfucker, you cheated on her. I met her? That's the highlight here? Yeah, I shook her hand at the Super Bowl halftime for 7 minutes. Yeah, I fucking met her. She was a nice lady. I feel bad for her, man. You know? I hope they figure it out. I seriously, I hope they figure it out. I hope it's great for them, man. I really do. I know it must be hard, this whole thing for them. I hope they figure it out. But I didn't go up there talking shit about his wife and his kid. I just made a little point that I think was important. How you doing this with a wife and kid? That's all I said. And I think it's a pretty fair fucking question. Because everybody thinks this guy is up on some fucking hilltop like we all pray to him or something. What are we doing? What are we fucking doing?
That's what I mean, man. It's the cult of personality. It's like a lot of creators have this, right? There's these like little groups of people around these creators, and the creator can do no wrong. Look at Destiny right now. He's in some serious legal shit, okay? And there's still people that are like defending him like crazy. But it's just they just get influenced, and they don't they don't want to believe. They don't want to see what their eyes are telling them. That's the only thing I can think of. It's a cult of personality.
He's calling everybody fake. In this clip that I seen. Fake and phony, fake and phony, fake.
Guy's literally a character.
Fake.
Come on.
NickMercs, fake and phony. That's what he keeps saying. Fake and phony. Right? Am I slow? Or does this guy not get in front of a camera every day of his life in a fucking costume? Are we fucking serious right now? No, I'm dead ass with you right now. You gonna see me outside, you gonna see this, I'm gonna wear the same fucking kit right here, bro. This motherfucker wears a goddamn wig. Are you fucking kidding me? I just don't get it. We're all fake and phony because we cut ties with you after you did some fucking crazy shit. Put all your boys in a tough spot.
Oh yeah.
You want to get real about it? Get fucking real about it. You put everybody around you in a tough ass spot because you're a dog. Because you're a dog, bro. And I've known plenty of dogs, man. But when you go below that 18-year-old bullshit, you a different kind of dog now. Now you're a weirdo. And you can't fucking, you have no self-awareness. You can't reflect. You can't hold yourself accountable. You can't be a man. Being a man is about holding yourself accountable with things you do. It's a really important part about growing up and being a fucking man. You're a father. You're a husband. Look, you fucked up. You got to own it. You got to be a fucking man. You fucked up. You don't get to go around and blame everybody else for the shit that you did.
Yep.
That's not what you do.
This guy's cooking, dude. Like, there's definitely gonna be a response to this because this guy is spitting so much truth. There's no way Guy Beam can fucking handle that. There's zero chance.
That's not what you do. And we have not talked about this on stream in 7, 8 months. And every week I'm getting like clips. Yo, Nick, this guy's talking about you again. He's talking about Tim again. Talking Lupo. Talking about Z-Laner. You know, right? Every fucking week this guy's got something to say. And look, and then my ninth thought, and this was like towards the end of my thought process, was like, yo, I know he feels the type of way. He feels angry. Because the reality is that, you know, all of us, we don't really know every little detail of what the fuck happened. We don't know the whispers. We don't know how it all went down. We just know what he told us. Okay?
Exactly.
They're saying.
Exactly. That's just it. Again, that's why I don't understand all this pushback when people are like, oh, I don't want to watch any of his content and I don't want to interact with him. Because he admitted to inappropriately messaging a minor. That is, bro, that sentence is crazy, okay? How can you defend that in any shape? You can't. Especially not if you're also professionally making money off of content creation. You cannot be associated with that. It's so obvious.
And what we did was we just connected the dots, right? Okay, I think that's a pretty fair assessment of how things went. But we don't know everything, all right? So with that being said, like, he's the only one that does. My last thought was that I get that he feels bad about it all, okay? And I hope that he works it out. I hope he gets to a point where he feels better about things. I don't go to bed every night like, yo, I hope Doc steps on a Lego. Or like, yo, I hope this motherfucker rides.
Stepping on a Lego hurts, bro.
I don't do that. I'm going to bed off a gummy watching Harry Potter. I spent fucking 8 hours at the beach. Like,
So yeah, NickMercs responded. He doesn't really think about. I don't think he really thinks about Doc all that often, right? Doesn't seem like it anyway. But obviously, this is definitely gonna get responded to. I don't think for a second that this is not going to get responses. What I do want to go over is, so after he came back to Doc, he put out this little snippet, and it's where he explains why he deleted the message that we just showed you, where he admits to things, and it's a doozy of an explanation. And again, if you think about it for more than 1 second, it completely falls apart, and people still take it. They take his word for it. People are so gullible, dude. Oh, it's actually, it's almost heartwarming that there's still such gullible people out in the world. You know what I mean? But it's bad because you're gonna get taken advantage of.
The word minor, Cody. I even made sure that word was emphasized in my statement, edited, etc., just to make sure these so-called journalists would pick up on it. And boy, oh boy, did they ever, champs. When you and all these so-called journalists, Cody, fired off your tweets, did any of you consider that the Twitch user may have been over the legal age of consent at
There it is. That's, in a lot of states, in most of the states, the legal age of consent, which is lawyer speak, is 16. So at the lowest, and you didn't say over the I can't get the term out. You didn't say adult, etc., which is 18 plus. So what we're inferring from that is it's above 16 but below 18. That is bad, bro. That is really, really bad.
the time of the messages? You didn't. I even used the word inappropriate purposely. And look at how it's defined by everyone, champs.
It was defined by you, bro! By you! Dude, this guy, stop the cap! This guy's lying so hard right now. He's a good actor, I gotta admit. Right? To say this believing, like, see me. Stop the cap, dude. Like, oh, I said inappropriate on purpose. Yeah, it was bait. Yeah, okay, sure it was, bro. Sure it was. Yeah. That is totally believable and not a massive lie at all.
Huh? Including these defaming articles. I'm sorry, but mutual bantering with inappropriate jokes taken out of context should have never led to me getting banned from Twitch in the first place. These big-time publications, these journalists, these various outlets are sort of just gossip channels now, don't you think, champs?
Beam then goes on to say the same.
So I want to point out, all of this would be completely solved if you release the messages and there's nothing bad in it. Funny how that never happened, right? Weird. Weird. That's kind of weird. No receipts, nothing to counteract your little spiel here after you said I messaged the minor leaning inappropriately. Ooh. And then in this thing itself, you use legal age of consent, which in literally the majority of states in the United States is 16. Ooh, bro. You gotta. I don't understand why he doesn't just stop talking about this, okay? Because every time he does, nothing new comes out, and he just dragged through the mud again because he can't. This is like indefensible, bro. You literally admitted to it, okay? Like, yourself, it's in black and white, and you try to delete it like a little rat, right? But it's the internet, right? There is like 1 million copies of that tweet, okay? So, good luck with that, all right? Personally, I think this whole situation is kind of hilarious, right? I don't understand. It's a good view into the cult of personality that goes around, like content creators, political parties. Like it's the tribalism. Tribalism is like massively at play. So yeah, I think it's just a funny story. I'm looking forward to him crashing out again on the next response. I feel bad for him too, dude. In a way, like because he was at the top, man. He was where we all want to be, and it all came crashing down because he was an idiot. You know, he's got nobody to blame but himself, and to act like, oh, I was baiting the journalists and blah blah blah. Were you baiting them? I'm still waiting for defamation lawsuits. Then, of course, you can't make a defamation lawsuit on something you admitted yourself. So that's there's kind of gonna be a problem with that, right? So and again, if you think about this for more than 1 second, all of this falls apart, right? It's not even, he can't even come up with a convincing narrative, right? To, people that aren't a part of his cult of personality. He was cooked and he knew it, which is why he came out. Because he knew those messages were bad. There's only one reason he makes that initial tweet, right? Did I delete it? This one. There's only one reason why you make this tweet is because you think more is coming, and more didn't come. So technically, you got baited into making a statement, right? Trying to get ahead of it, and then when it showed, oh shit, these guys don't actually have these messages. Oh fuck, god damn, I already admitted to it. Oh, what did I do now? Oh, I'm gonna delete the tweet, and then I'm gonna act like the tweet was bait. Okay, bro. I mean, if that's the best you could come up with, I get it, right? But then stop talking about it, because that's the best you came up with. It's totally unbelievable, right? You're guilty in the public eye. I'm not saying you're actually guilty of something. I'm just saying in the public eye, you are guilty of what you admitted, and what you admitted in the context of what was going on at the time was really bad. And so for most people, you're done. You'll never be at the top again, dude. I know, I get it. Like, it enrages him, right? Clearly, because he was losing his mind. But it's like, it is what it is, dude. You made the beds, now you've got to lie in it. That's gonna be it for me. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you a D writer for DrDisrespect, or can you think about this a little objectively, and can you realize, like, yeah, the guy's cooked. He never should have admitted to anything. If you wanted to keep the plausible deniability, then you can't admit to nothing. Don't ever say sorry. That's a legal thing, right? But in the public eye, he's cooked the moment he admitted it. Because I still think if he didn't say anything, this all would have gone away. Because they didn't have the messages. Like all those journalists that like broke this story, they basically baited him into a self-admission, right? Because they didn't have nothing, no evidence. It was all hearsay, and if it stayed hearsay, then I feel like he would have just gotten through it, but he had to open his mouth and admit to it. Well, what the hell do you want from us then? Right? It's like, A month later, oh, it was bait, guys. Yeah, sure it was. Okay, dude, go away. Right? Like, that's it. What more can be said, dude? I'll see you on the next one when there's an inevitable response to this. Hopefully, it's a good one. I hope it like really spirals out of control because that's more fun for the rest of us. It's terrible for him, obviously, but you know, can't really say that I have too much compassion for that. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you all so much. Peace the hell out.